So as many of you probably already know, this is the 9'6" antagonist of Resident Evil Village called Lady Dimitrescu. She's a vampire, she's powerful, she's supposed to be scary, and this is the collective internet. Just picture them yelling about big vampire mommy milkers and wanting to be stepped on. I figured we would actually let her do some stepping on. They asked for it. Oh, she brought some kids with her. Yeah, well, you know what? They had it coming. Wow, leave it to the internet to not know social boundaries. They are trying to crawl up inside that cooter. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. That game that just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Like, it blows my mind that after years, the developers have shown that they can consistently release normal things, but you guys have shown that you can consistently make the most cursed stuff that I've seen on any Steam workshop. It really builds up over time, so once again, today, I've gathered up all the funniest stuff that I could find, and we're gonna try to use them to break the game. We'll start with a fairly simple unit like Darth Vader, because we've come a long way since the Neon faction's lightsabers. Without them, or without the Force, isn't he just a 6'3" asthmatic? Well, unfortunately, I don't have any younglings for him to fight, or bite, but I do have plenty of halflings, which will hopefully be close enough. I know they're not quite as innocent as you may hope for, but they should be just as much fun to chop in half. You can chop them in half, can't you? I know it looks like they were already chopped in half, but just bend over and try for quarters. You still have a regular saber? Are you kidding me right now? Is he really getting overwhelmed? It's like I said, you know, without the lightsaber, without the Force, without the Star Wars, it just doesn't feel like Darth Vader. He's really just a quadruple amputee burn victim in a Halloween costume. You may be able to spook them off, as well as pick them up by the nips and toss them around like groceries, but I don't think that's the kind of thing he would normally do. Maybe in Soul Calibur? I never did play that version of Darth Vader. There's a chance. We need Darth Vader in Mortal Kombat. You know, I want to see him there where he can really let loose and finish people off with his final move, the dick twist. Sub-Zero wouldn't be laughing after he got a spiral scrotum. A surprising number of people don't realize this, but Darth Vader does very little in the movies other than talk. He's not the most interesting character, but in the comics, he's awesome. Like, as a character, he's amazing, but he really gets to let loose. He lands on alien planets, he fights all these different people and monsters and creatures. I don't think he's ever fought Snuffy, but there's a first for everything. Not sure how this is gonna go for him either. Oh damn, yeah, he dodged the charge. He's going right for their heads. But yeah, you know, without the ability to push them off, he's gonna be in trouble. That's a whole lot of thick body weight on top of him. You can go ahead and try to... Oh. Did he finally tap into the Force? Oh wait, no, that's just my twitchy finger. No! I thought he released his rage, but it was just me being an idiot. Oh no, yeah, he's getting turned into Darth Jam. Oh no. He actually did release his rage. I don't think he slowed time. That was definitely me, but we saw a little bit of red around him as he's cutting the Snuffies apart. I can't believe he won there. It wasn't flashy. It was like the old Star Wars, but wow.
Hello there.
I couldn't resist going back to the workshop and trying to find an Obi-Wan for Darth Vader to fight. At least I hope this is Obi-Wan. It could just be that I roamed the streets of LA and found a hobo in a bathrobe with a sword. If that's the case, this fight might be a little bit one-sided. Come to think of it, even if this is Obi-Wan, we need to know if it's his old self or his young self. Because if it's his old self, then this is not gonna go his way. We already know that he's gonna poof and then get cut in half. But if it's his young self, then oh, we know how that's gonna go as well, come to think of it. He was the one to make Darth about 1.5 feet shorter and extra crispy. No, that was the old one, and it pissed Darth off enough to finish things off. That makes sense, okay. Totally accurate battle simulator. I'll tell you right now, if you're getting sick of decades-old pop culture references, then boy do I feel bad for you, because we've got the Ninja Turtles up next. They look so good. I'm gonna use all 4 of them at once. I'm not gonna use them like individual units because they're brothers. You know what? The turtles technically live in a sewer, and who's to say that a touch of that mutagenic ooze didn't land on a poop? I'm gonna have them face off against a bunch of mutant turds. They are fast, real fast. They're going balls deep, and I don't even think the turtles have balls. Good drop kicks, guys. Holy crap, they completely murdered the crap. I don't think the Ninja Turtles have ever done a crossover with Alien. Like, they've never actually encountered a real xenomorph. Probably because Alien is an R-rated movie and Ninja Turtles sure isn't. But they did have like a knockoff xenomorph. You remember like in the sewers, they were yellow, and that was really the only difference. They were a yellow xenomorph. So let's have a rematch against the real thing. See how they handle things. There are a lot of them, and they suck a whole lot. Yeah, for some reason, these xenomorphs don't feel like doing the biting and the impregnating. They kind of just suck you dry. Really non-committal xenomorphs, one may say. Oh, that's a dumb joke. Of course, we gotta have the turtles face off against Vader. I mean, it's a real shame that I can't use Star Wars music or Vanilla Ice raps for them to fight over. That would be awesome. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. Not sure who though, always kinda hard to tell. This is actually kind of intense, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Vader's getting pissed off, and they're used to fighting somebody like this, because he's not all that different looking to Shredder. The turtles actually won. I can't believe that. I mean, they outnumbered him 4-1, and like I said, they've got experience on their side, but at the same time, Vader was apparently worth like 30% more. I never even realized how many 90s pop culture references I have. Why don't we have the Ninja Turtles fight Optimus Prime? This game is awesome. I love this so much. This is easily the best. Because I grew up with all this crap. When did I ever think that Optimus Prime was gonna twerk a bunch of ghost sperm onto the turtles? Probably never. Yeah, this is the cursed end of things that I was talking about. Oh, here we go. Leonardo can deflect. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some, not quite shell. Oh, he's the only one left alive. We may have a bit of a Last Ronin situation on our hands. Nope, he's dead too. Wow, Optimus, dick move. I didn't think you were gonna fight to kill. You guys aren't gonna believe this, okay? I wanted to move away from the pop culture references onto just a weird cursed unit. This is a random unit that I found. I thought it looked funny because it just kind of seems like a housewife mom style thing to be on the battlefield. It's called a Donna Florinda. No idea what that is, so I just decided to look it up before we started fighting with it. Turns out it's a character in a 70s Mexican sitcom. I can't get away from these things. All right, Miss Florinda, I have no references. I have no jokes to make. I do have about a dozen skeletons, so you take your time, maybe break out your rolling pin. What? I think I might need to watch this show now. I did not think I was gonna find myself sitting here today contemplating how to defeat some kind of super Mexican mom. She flies around so fast that maybe we can grab hold of her? I've never seen if the Minotaur can really grasp onto a unit and stop them from moving around when they're that fast. There's a good chance that they're all just gonna get one-tapped. All right then, at least we've got some tender meat. I really do want to see if we can make her stop moving though, so we're gonna go with even more hooves, which means more chances of grabbing hold of her, and I'm gonna toss down some harpooners. Hopefully they can hit the mark. I don't know if they can aim fast enough. And I don't think cheerleaders are gonna make them aim any faster, so this might be as good as it's gonna get. Not a single one of you hit. I don't think, at least. Is she invisible? She's literally invisible. She's moving faster than our eyes can see. Oh, there she is. Wait, am I losing my mind? Was she actually invisible there? Because I genuinely could not see her. It was like she was going Super Saiyan. I'm just Krillin. Well, if that's how you want things to be, Miss Donna Florinda, then I'm just gonna have to summon an actual Super Saiyan, or what's close enough. I mean, I don't think I've even really used the Super Peasant all that much, because it's a borderline invincible, nothing can beat it. It costs almost infinity. So of course it's gonna get one-shotted by a lady in curlers. I'm sorry, what? Could we maybe run that back real quick? Like, was that a fluke? Did he just have a glass jaw moment? She managed to sneak one in? Because that seems pretty ridiculous. Nope, she's 2 for 2. All right then, we have the new strongest unit in tabs. She's wearing an apron. So as many of you probably already know, this is the 9'6" antagonist of Resident Evil Village called Lady Dimitrescu. She's a vampire, she's powerful, she's supposed to be scary, and this is the collective internet. Just picture them yelling about big vampire mommy milkers and wanting to be stepped on. I figured we would actually let her do some stepping on. They asked for it. Oh, she brought some kids with her. Yeah, well, you know what? They had it coming. Wow, leave it to the internet to not know social boundaries. They are trying to crawl up inside that cooter. Not okay, guys. Bad touch, very bad touch. I think she's only used to dealing with one invader at a time. This many might be slightly overwhelming. She'll get there eventually, though. I could have swore that we had a Vlad the Impaler unit. Was that a custom unit that I downloaded? Or, oh no, it is a secret unit. Okay, perfect. Because he should have a good type advantage here. If I was facing off against a vampire, I would want a stake. And if that vampire was almost 10 feet tall and had a whole lot of padding in front of her heart, then I would want a sharpened telephone pole. He should be good to go here, so long as he manages to avoid the daughters. Nope, not even close. Turns out he was the one to get impaled. Oh, I see what the problem was. It turns out it was 1,800 versus 10,000. We might actually need a couple of Vlads. Vlads the Impalers. Should be a bit better, right? You guys can take care of those daughters real quick and maybe get to, oh yeah. I mean, that's definitely one way of going about penetrating her. Guys, you're supposed to go for the heart. The heart isn't next to the ovaries. Like, come on now, sort yourselves out, because she is gonna get loose sooner rather than later. She's got nothing but time. You really don't want to give her that opportunity. Oh, they played around for way too long. Yeah, they had their fun, and now they're gonna regret it. Pretty sure Ethan ends up getting the best of her using guns, so how about I toss in a couple World War II soldiers? And by a couple, I mean a lot of World War II soldiers. They're surprisingly cheap. Like, I know there was a lot of them, but still, I would say that she is not gonna take kindly to this. Okay, yep, that's definitely effective. Turns out that their main ability isn't necessarily to kill units, it's to push them back and make my game lag. Guys, it's okay. I think you got her. I think you may have gotten her. We can all just calm down. All right then. Well, there you go. I spoiled the ending of Resident Evil 8. It goes down exactly like this. Wow, this is not at all what I was expecting. I saw that somebody finally made a centaur in tabs and thought, great, you could take the best part of a regular tabs unit, the arms, the weapons, the expression, and then put it on the best part of a horse, being the wobbly broken knees and physics and running around. But we ended up getting kind of half satyr, half Doctor Strange, half horse, half bear. I know that's a lot of halves, but a centaur is pretty much 2 units. It's also wearing shoes, but only on 2 of the feet. Confusing is an understatement, to say the least, but I think we're just gonna have a whole bunch of farmers who don't want this monstrosity trampling all over their crops to come deal with the matter. It's got like a table attached to its ass, and it can call in a salvo of arrows. Interesting. Is there like a camp of centaurs out there somewhere? Oh, its ass is freaking me out. It's worse than Optimus's. What is going on with this thing? So it isn't half horse, or at least not quite. It is closer to half bear, but in all reality, I think it just kind of took a Halloween costume and taped it on with a belt. It works, the guy's 8 feet tall, he can kick a farmer in the chest, but yeah, just overall cursed. There's no better word for it. Let's see how it fares against a real wobbly warrior in the jousting CaptainSauce. In the flying V formation nonetheless, because the Mighty Ducks know what's up when it comes to fighting centaurs and mythological creatures. I feel like the math checks out here, because it's better to have one whole person and one whole horse than two halves. I think it might be time we have a bit of a throwdown between the two different types of units that I've been finding. In one corner, we have the references, the Ninja Turtles, the Transformers, the Mommy Milkers, the Donna Florindas and the like. And then in the other corner, we've got your centaurs and your spiders, your raptor cannons and poop. I have no doubt it'll be a battle for the ages. Oh, probably shouldn't have invited Donna Florinda now that I think about it. She may have been able to take this entire army out on her own. All right, well, that's where we're ending things. All right, but you know what, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, guys. And it's like I've been saying, I really do enjoy playing campaign levels when they're released, because then there's just a challenge, the structure to the episodes. But at the same time, I also just love releasing chaos. This was such a fun video to make. I really want more dumb references. If you guys know of any other characters that you want to see me try and tabs, then as always, be sure to leave a like in the video, leave a comment letting me know, and maybe I'll return with more Totally Accurate Big Mommy Milkers again soon. But thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.